this is Wasim. Welcome back to my channel Wagon Picks. Hope you are all doing great and having good time with your family and friends. Today's topic of discussion is this keyword, and this is the 14th tutorial of our JavaScript series journey. And next tutorial will be on class. So before class, we need to go through this. We need to understand what this keyword is. To begin with, this is a short tutorial. I will be covering only 2 points in this. That is, we'll see introduction to this keyword, why do we need this keyword, and how to use this keyword in an object. Okay, to begin with, I will not waste much of our time. We already have this base code ready with us, and what I will do, we have seen our in our earlier tutorial how to define object and how to manipulate the properties of object. Okay, so we will go ahead and create an object first to understand this keyword. Okay, so I will take a let variable. Let us take a name as bank account. So, and bank account details. Okay, and let us define some properties to this object. Okay, so let us take a property as name, and I will type my name in this, phone number. Let us take a dummy number 123. I want to give my number. So third property, place. Just take this as Pune. Okay, and we know that this is how we define the object, right? If I want to access any of these properties, how will I access those, the property? I will just access this object name dot and which property we want to access. Let's take name. Okay, so let's see if this is working fine. So if we are able to, okay, we have got to here, we are into console, and once I refresh, so I got the name. Okay, this is how we access the property value. So now we know that we can also add functions inside an object, and when we add a function as a property to an object, that is called as method. Okay, method is a function that is a property of an object. Okay, so let us see if let's name the function as get user details. Okay, and function, this is the function, and inside this function we will do is log. Okay, and just print a dummy value that we are inside function. Okay, so this section, this function is called as method, because we have seen the definition of method. Method is a function that is a property of an object. So these are all the properties, right? So this is one of the properties of this object. So this is a method which we have defined, and we were able to access the individual property. Let us try to access this function over here. I will just print console. Okay, how will I do that? I will just access the object name dot followed by the property name. Okay, so what should I get? I should get the name. Second, I should get this console printed in my console screen. Okay. So when I refresh this, so there is a function. I was supposed to call a function. Okay, so how will we do that? We will call this in this way. Okay, So here we are, Wasim, and we are inside the function. What is on line number 22? We have something in line number 22. Sorry, we don't need to put call this inside the console, because we have already console the content. We just have to call this property. Okay, how will we do that? In this case, we were supposed to print this property. In our case, we already printed the content in this property. We have to just call this property. So to call this property, we all know we will access with the object name with the property name for in between dot. Okay, so this is how we call. So now when I refresh, so here we are, the first is name and we are inside the function. Okay, so this is how we access the method which is defined inside the object. Now let us see, this is the function, and what if I want to access the properties which are defined within this object. So this is the property. If I want to access the name inside this function, like, okay, so I just want to print the name. Let us take phone number. Okay, so what will happen now? Okay, in this case we are directly accessing the name, but in line number 22 we are accessing the method. In method, what we are doing is we are printing the phone number. So can you guess what will be the output in the console? Let's see. So we got a reference error. So it is saying phone number is not defined. So why this is happening? Because what we are doing here is we are accessing this object, and inside this object we are directly calling this function. Okay, so we we are directly calling this function, and inside this function there is no phone number, right? This phone number is unknown to this method. So for let's take, like, if suppose I had defined a phone number like this, 123. Now I am calling this function, and inside this I already defined the phone number. Okay, now let's see what will be the output. Okay, I got 123, right? But I don't want this 123. I want this 123, which is defined as a property. I don't want this variable. So for that, what I have to do is I have to define the address of this property again. So how will I do that? I will access the object followed by the phone number and separated by a point. So when I refresh this, this is how I am able to access the internal properties. But this is not the correct way to access the internal properties. So instead of writing it with a object name, we can just write this. Okay, see here we were able to access 123. So similarly you can access the other properties. Okay, this dot name, this dot place. So what we have done over here, first we access the phone number, then name and the place. Okay, so this refers to the property which is defined inside the object. Okay, it's just a reference. We cannot access directly the properties. By defining this, we are making sure that we can access the internal defined properties. Okay, so let's see if we are able to. Yeah, we are able to access the properties. So this is all about this keyword which is used in the method, uh, and we will be using this concept in our next tutorial. That is, we'll go through class functionality. Let me know if you have any kind of questions related to this topic, or if you want me to focus on any other topics of React.js, sorry, JavaScript. I will come up with a separate tutorial for that. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this tutorial and have a great day.